Hey guys, it's Sunil here, and today in this video we will be going over how you can build your market ready offer, right? And how Viagra can be the solution to your business problems in a metaphorical way, that is. Now, you need to watch this video fully to understand everything, or else you're just gonna be thinking that this whole video is a joke. But yeah, man, let's get into it. Everything in business starts with an offer, right? Because that's how economy is run. You give something of value in exchange for money, right? It used to be you give something of value in exchange of another thing that was of value to you, the barter system. But now we have the money-based economy where you give something of value and get money for it. That particular value, right? That the value that is tied to whatever that is that you're offering is what we call as perceived value. Perceived value drives our economy. It's how a customer sees the benefits and value of a product, which could be anything, right? May that be money saved, better health, higher social standing, luxury, or whatever, right? Perceived value refers to the perspective or opinion of a customer towards that product or service, which is often influenced by how the goods and services meet the needs and expectations of the customer, right? Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, and other luxury brands are able to make the money that they're able to make because the customers, their customers that is, perceive their goods and services as high value. That's why Lamborghinis cost hundreds and thousands of dollars while Toyotas are relatively cheap compared to Lamborghinis. Beauty and value is in the eye of the beholder, or in this case, the customer. What the fuck does that have to do anything with my agency is a question that you may be asking. And the answer to that question is to make big bucks, right? What you need to sell is something that has a high perceived value. Without that, you'll never hit 10K per month or whatever income goal that is you have for your business or agency. The real question is, how do we build that perceived value up? You do that through leveraging the value equation. This is the equation that Alex Hormozi talks about in the book $100 Million Offers. And the equation has 4 components to it: the dream outcome, the perceived likelihood of achievement, time delay, and effort and sacrifice. These are the 4 components that are being described as parts of the equation. Time delay and effort and sacrifice come under the denominator, and dream outcome and perceived likelihood of achievement come under the numerator, as you can see in the equation diagram. Let's take an evergreen, right? Evergreen product, Viagra, it's a simple thing. It gets your dick hard and keeps it that way for long enough so that you actually can please your woman, so that she has some real fun, finally. That's the dream outcome. Last long enough, contract ED, all that. The likelihood of that happening, according to the guy who can't get his ding dong up, as well as taking it into account the science behind how it all works, is very high as well, right? It uses nitric oxide or something like that. It affects the nitric oxide creation, blah blah blah, something. I don't know. The time delay, 30 to 60 minutes usually, according to general research. The effort and sacrifice that's needed for that, well, all they need to do is pop a pill. Very low effort and sacrifice. That's why it's incredibly popular. That's why it's a global brand. It's so simple. All they need to do is pop a pill and it stays hard, That's what happens. Now, how do I know all this? Don't ask me, man. Don't ask me. Do I need or want it? Hell no. Not now. No, never. Never. I don't need it. I'm healthy. But the guy who has ED does, right? And if a pill like this is positioned in front of him, then there is a very high chance that he takes it, especially if his girl is very unsatisfied, right? That is precisely what you want to replicate in your business. Viagra solves a very specific problem for a very specific group of people. So, what you need to do is create your Viagra and position it in front of the people who have ED. If you position it in front of women, it ain't probably going to sell, right? It's useless for them. It won't sell. There's a 90% chance that it won't sell, right? However, if the same pill is positioned in front of a stressed out office worker who can't get and or keep his dick hard long enough until his wife is satisfied, then he'll most likely buy, right? Definitely, there's a high probability there. When building market-ready offers, that's what you need to do. You create the Viagra that can benefit your ideal clients who face very specific problem or problems, and then you position that pill in front of them with highly resonant market messaging. Basically the shit that you say, right? You should make them go, damn, was it baking inside my bedroom or something, man? How does he know my sex life or something, bro? How does he know? Does he have a camera set up or something? Shit. That's how they need to be perceiving your market messaging. It should be highly resonant. It should strike a nerve with them. This all sounds real good in theory, right? It all sounds real nice, but the real question is, how do you go about executing this in your own business? Let's break that down step by step. First, lay out what you're offering, right? What the fuck are you doing? What is your service or product? Just a basic review is enough. And then lay out who you're going to be offering it to. Find out what specific pain points they have, and then craft your service around those pain points. All your service delivery mechanisms should be around that. And once you have created your service, once you have crafted your service, you go about creating your marketing messaging around that particular service. Every offer has the so-called pillars in it. These pillars are the core components that you build your offer with and ensure that the offer stands tall and proud. Basically, these pillars make or break your offer. There are 3 to 4 key things that ensure that you're able to help your clients achieve their dream outcomes. The most important thing is that the clients should also believe this. They have to believe that not having these pillars in their business is what is causing them to fail and face all the difficulties, challenges, and pains that they're facing right now. These pillars that you have in your business as part of your offer should be perceived as a solution to the difficulties, challenges, and pains that they're facing right now. The bigger these are, the higher you can charge. The bigger the pains, the difficulties, and challenges, the higher pricing that you can have inside your business. Because it would be like you are lifting a 1-ton rock off their shoulders. Now go back to the value equation that Alex is talking about. Ensure that these two are big. That is, dream outcome and perceived likelihood of achievement. And ensure that these two are low, very low. The denominator should be very low and the numerator should be very high in terms of any equation for the value to be very high. So the time delay and the effort and sacrifice that's required to achieve the dream outcome should be very low. That will in turn increase the perceived likelihood of achievement as well, right? So that's how you build a really valuable offer. When you craft the offers, craft it according to the pain points that your ICP is facing. I know that I'm repeating this a couple of times, but this is very, very important. The pillars should also not be too complex or difficult to deliver upon, and also should not be too weak in terms of perceived value as well by the client. It should be a well-defined balance between service delivery complexity and the strength of perceived value. amount of perceived value. Now, I highly recommend that your offer has time frames in it. For example, 90 days, because at the end of the day, you're not selling Facebook ads, you're not selling Google ads, you're not selling YouTube ads or CRO optimization or whatever it is that you're doing. You're selling transformations, and these transformations have a time frame in which they happen, right? You gain X amount of kilograms in a particular time frame, and you lose X amount of kilograms in a particular time frame as well. If the time frame is lower, as we saw back in the value equation, you can charge more. What this means is that you can charge plus 5K provided the dream outcome and the pains that they're facing are large enough. You can charge 5 or even 10 months worth of your previous monthly retainer upfront. What that means is that you can scale way faster because the value of the customer or client, each individual customer and client, is exponentially higher. This reduces the negative impact of churn significantly, right? Because you're not relying solely on the monthly retainer model, right? You're not tied to retainers, so the negative impact of churn is decreased significantly. Now, if you want offers like this, if you want to build offers like this that will allow you to charge 5K, 10K, and beyond even, whilst reducing the impact of churn inside your business, that is, clients just leaving you suddenly in 30 or 60 days, and you facing a sudden decline in revenue, if you don't want all that and you want to charge 5+K when it comes to your offers upfront, then book a call from the link below in the description. With that being said, I hope you have a great day and watch some of my other videos so that you can understand a little bit more about how you can go ahead and scale your own business ASAP. There's a ton of free value. Go and watch that as well. Most importantly, if you want real help, if you want custom one-on-one help, then book a call. Thank you.